Hello, amazing humans, and happy International Women's Day to all the amazing women out there. And yes, every single one of you are amazing. So, my topic today on how to improve your immune system, or the things that can affect your immune system. And I decided to talk about stress. And I'm actually out at the beach right now. You can probably hear the waves crashing in onto the shore. I think it's close to high tide right now. And I have to show you how absolutely gorgeous it is right now. It's cold. The wind is cold. Okay, cold for Vancouver. The wind is quite chilly right now. So I'm just going to see if I can... I think once you start the video, you can't switch it around for some reason, or I'm missing something. So I'm just going to turn my camera around here and show you. So if you can see the gorgeous mountains, the North Shore Mountains, and of course it was raining, and there's snow up in the top of the mountains. Absolutely gorgeous. Mr. Seagull coming by, and then of course downtown Vancouver. So I just had to show you that. So why am I talking about stress, and how does stress affect our immune system? There's a couple things. So there's a lot of talk these days about cortisol and how cortisol affects our body. And when we have too much cortisol, it actually becomes quite inflammatory. But did you know that cortisol in small amounts is actually good for our body? And it actually improves our immune system in small amounts. Unfortunately, these days, people are so stressed out. It's one thing or another, right? You're stressed out about work. You're stressed out potentially about your relationship. You're stressed out potentially about your children. Stressed out about, your drive to and from work. There's so many factors. And what's happened is our body is in a state of constantly releasing cortisol, and it, at that point, is no longer healthy and actually starts to cause inflammation in our body. And as I mentioned yesterday, if you watched my video on sugar, you'll know that, when our body's having to fight inflammation, of course, it's not able to do the things that it needs to do, like fight off any viruses or bacteria that enter our body. The other part of it is stress releases another hormone that actually reduces our lymphocytes. And lymphocytes are one type of our white blood cells. And our white blood cells, of course, are what help us fight infection or fight a pathogen that's in our body. So when those are reduced, of course, then our immune system is compromised. So that's how stress can affect our immune system. So what do we do? You can do different things. You can meditate, and people say to me, I hate meditating. Okay, then pick something else. Go for a walk. For me, when I come down to the beach, it's almost like, it's like taking a deep breath. Even though I don't take a deep breath, it just brings my whole energy level just to this beautiful, flat, even hum. It feels so good, listening to the waves along the shoreline. And water actually has negative ions, and the negative ions help to relax your body. You could do things like yoga, or when I'm stressed, I go to the gym as well too. That's not the only reason I go to the gym, but going to the gym really helps to reduce my stress. I want to come back to meditation for a moment. And people think that, meditation is, you have to sit there and you have to think about nothing, and you have to deep breathe, and you have to listen to this amazing music, and, and meditate for hours on end. And that isn't really how it works. what is good for you is to just be mindful. Be mindful about, apologize, there's another conversation walking by here. Be mindful about what you're doing. So it can be as simple as, while you're washing the dishes, and you're focusing on washing the dishes, or while you're having a shower, just focusing on how good the water feels on your body, and what you're doing for your body at that moment, the warmth of the water and how it's surrounding you. Having a bath can be meditative if you're just sitting there and enjoying the bath. It could be singing, it could be playing an instrument, coloring, whatever just kind of makes you focus. For some people it's knitting or sewing. So there's so many ways to actually meditate. Meditate doesn't mean that you have to sit with your legs crossed, with your eyes closed, chanting Om, listening to amazing music, having candles burning. Meditation doesn't have to be like that. I hope that you found this beneficial. So yes, stress affects our immune system. There's a couple of factors within our body that happen when we're stressed that, cause our body to have to work differently. And there's many ways to reduce stress. So think of ways that you can reduce your stress. Again, if you've got any questions, you can, by all means, just message me or comment. And I'm really enjoying doing this series, and I hope that you're enjoying it as well too and finding it beneficial. So stay tuned for tomorrow. And I was wrong yesterday. I said yesterday was tip number 3. I actually got ahead of myself. Today's tip number 3. So stay tuned tomorrow for tip number 4. I know what I'm going to talk about already. Today I decided to talk about stress and just come out and go for a walk along the beach because it's just such a gorgeous sunny day. And just enjoy the moment. So have a great evening, everybody, and I hope everybody made it through our time change, those of us who lose that hour, but it's all good. Your body will get back on track. Have a great evening. Bye.